Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to JAHAN-E. Our new initiative is Leader Speaks. We are inviting the great leaders who are the influencers who have impacted the society. And today in this show, we have a great personality, a great leader, a great innovator, a great person who believes that the dreams can come true if you have determination and if you have dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. B. Ramanathan from Singapore. Hello, B. Ramanathan ji, how are you?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Halima. Good morning to everyone. It's a wonderful time for me to have you with this particular memorable occasion to talk to the people through this media, JAHAN-E.
Thank you, Dr. Ram. So, first of all, Dr. Ram, we would like to know about your background, your childhood, your education, like a few things about your personal life, if you don't mind.
Thank you. It is always wonderful question you ask if anyone wanted to share their childhood memories, the way they led the life through that kind of memorable and auspicious journey. It's common for each and everyone, like me also the same thing. But personally, I have experienced with my family people, grandmother, and other circumstances with the family and friends, relatives as well. So it was wonderful and a lot of memories, lot of funful activities, a lot of learning strategies, especially my uncle, my auntie, and other elders in my family. Everyone taught many things to me. The same way, the journey in the school as well. It was a native school in my place, actually, quite very close to my home. So every day I could go for the lunch to eat and come back like that. So very nearby. So it was very wonderful for me to have the friends in the school and participated with many activities. It was a firing moment for me. I could participate with a lot of competitions and a lot of involvement in the learning activities and it put me to groom something the necessary skills and the learning pattern which led me to lead for my higher educations as well. Then my college also in the same native case, my UG and PG career I could take over there. Then I left to my master's in MPhil program, Master of Philosophy. I moved out from my native. That was the first time I had the chance to leave from my native family, friends, and started to learn some independent life. Then I left to my higher education further for PhD in Bharathasan University, Tiruchirappalli, where I spent the really wonderful, true learning time, where I groomed myself as a personality to transform from the student level towards with some kind of leadership kind of categories. I could take a lot of activities, lot of involvement, and I could help other people who wanted to lift it in their life strategy and all. So it was very wonderful to share about my early days where I was a student, where I was a person to plug and play with the surrounding.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. It's really lovely to know that you have spent most of the time, like your educational time in your hometown. That is really a blessings because, there are people like me. I didn't have any facility in my hometown for the education. Then I had to left my home at the age of 8. But you were fortunate to spend time with the family, with relatives. That really, I think that really gives you like overall development of your personality, that you're from all aspects. And in those days, I think it was not only the responsibility of the parents to nurture the child, but the whole community used to nurture a child. The uncle, aunts, they also used to give us some advices. And it was really a great experience for you to spend time over there. So, Dr. Ram, you are a great leader. I can see that day and night you are grooming the people, you are giving them the tips and guidance and advices how to be successful in life. So, since your childhood, or maybe when you were in the college or university, whom you always adore as leader? Like, who was your role model as a leader?
Yeah, that is a really wonderful question. Actually, my native place is Kumbakonam. That was traditionally well developed, and it retained the values and the cultural values, traditional values, as well as the modern kind of trend sets. There are so many temple available. It is named as Temple City. There were a lot of goddess, and other activities. So it's very spiritual. So I could be able to see the transformation in early childhood. They wanted to read stories. They wanted to listen to the traditional values, and they have to postulate certain people who are their role model or something. The same way, I took several characters and ethicals and other traditional stories. But at the same time, I could able to see the vertical, the people who are lifting up for others, especially the top professionals or some kind of ruling, the government ruling bodies and other kind of characters who are head of the institutions, head of the industries like that. So I could able to get some kind of attraction on this, and I wanted to lift up my career first. I wanted to have some kind of good education and the higher level. That's why it was the keen interest for me to get the PhD, and I wanted to prove myself to work for it, because getting the degree is not the ultimate aim, but we have to perform through the degree what we earned, grooming the skill sets, knowledge, as well as the helping tendency for others. So that is the way I learn. My teachers, my elder brother and sister in the family, relatives, I could able to take the value from them as a role model, as put forth for my character to build, as well as the organization where I was working. I could able to take the positive thing from the superior who are guiding me, who are helping me to transform from my guide, PhD guide, and the other people who are working together in that kind of circumstances. There are positive and negative things. There are conflicts over there, but we learn to improve. We learn to develop. So that is the strategy I took. Still, it is going on the same way. I have so many friends like you as well in our community. So every day we are interacting, we are learning from each other. It is helping us to strengthen our uh, understanding as well as ideology. So that is the way we can empower ourselves to lead further, as lead or led by the same concept. Whether you are having the attitude of leading, and you have to continuously strategizing and sustaining the way what you want to be in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's very true that if you are guided by the religion and guided by the true religious leaders, you will always have the service mindset, and you will always adopt in your life as you will always be a servant leader. You know, true religion always teaches us to be humble, to be serving the people, to be polite with the people, to be kind with the people, and to live in perfect harmony. That is reflected in your personality, because you said that you lived at a place where lots of temples were there, lots of religious leaders were there preaching good thoughts and good values among the people. That's really a great thing that you achieved when you were there in your native place. Then my curiosity is that when your journey to Singapore started.
It was the story behind that when I was having the opportunity to qualify for the lecturership in my subject zoology. But I wanted to have certain kind of experience by going out of India. The overseas experience may help me to learn something better than from Indian atmosphere. So I took my leaving the time 2003, um, quite the same this month, April middle 14. I left from India to Taiwan as the first country. I occupied my position over there as postdoctoral fellow. I spent nearly 2.5 years in Taiwan. Then later I decided I wanted to go to Western side. But meantime, I had the chance to enter into National University of Singapore as a postdoctoral fellow. So I just wanted to spend some time in Singapore. So that time I took the chance to come over in Singapore 2005. then spent it in National Institute of Singapore around 5 years of time. Then I had the chance again to go to Taiwan for learning some stem cell research. My career earlier was PhD duration, uh, vaccine development, contraceptive vaccine development tested in small animals. That was my biggest topic. But when I moved out from India, before that I got the chance to work in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. But due to the
Wow.
Taiwan opportunity, I couldn't able to continue in my Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Very short time I was there, but I moved to Taiwan, then come back to Singapore. Both the places I worked on cancer cell line. That was the research career I learned and explore in vitro culture, cell culture. I learned a lot through that kind of career aspects, but due to circumstances, I couldn't able to different circumstances. I couldn't able to sustain in research and development for a long time. Then I switch over to my career in learning and development in Singapore atmosphere. 2010, 11 around that time, it was booming up. Human resources are the big support for the country to progress. So the workforce skill qualifications are reducing certain kind of learning aspects, improving strategy for the organization. So Singapore government was planned and adopted for that particular strategy. So I could incubate there for nearly 8 years as training center manager in different training organization. I could learn the verticals, how it is going to transform the people to learn and develop their skill sets and apply for the organizational standards to improve the strategy. Then I moved to business and development in Singapore. Now this current company is international, established 4 years back. Now it is fifth year is running as a
Yes,
and as an
congratulations.
entrepreneur, I groomed for this business and development area. How could we explore in the global opportunities are plenty, but how could we lead in that kind of opportunities to give some support as well as empowerment for us?
That's really great that you have started your own company and you have taken the initiative to be the entrepreneur. And that's really gives you a golden opportunity to showcase your leadership qualities. And you are in the position of helping many more people than when you are in a job. So, Dr. Ram, during your tenure working as a like employee and you as a uh, like entrepreneur, in both the situations you must have faced lots of challenges as a leader. So which challenge do you think was the most challenging that you still remember that, and that still gives you a sort of satisfaction that yes, you were able to overcome it?
Very good question. The people who are living and leading the life, they cannot avoid challenges. Every day is not the same forever. So we have to find it out the challenge, making yourself how to overcome. So then the challenge may provide some new opportunity. So it is the condition for the people who can able to learn and able to improve their capacity to fit and face the challenge to turn into opportunity. Myself also, it was not the red carpet put for me to welcome, but everywhere you have to start from scratch. When I was doing the research, I did not know much about, but my goal sets were very bigger. It was very bigger goal. I wanted to learn some new techniques. I wanted to have some kind of aspects in vaccine research. But now the vaccine is prominent for saving the people due to COVID-19 pandemic. But unfortunately, I could not be in that particular research field. But I could able to understand and tell the people how the vaccine is working, how it was developed, how it is going to save the people in future as well. So what I wanted to tell is everywhere the challenges are going to come on your way of leading life, the journey of life. But how do you improve your strategies to turn the challenge into opportunity and find it out some good friends, good team who are following you, who are believing on you, who are recurring the support from you. So togetherness is making the empowerment very stronger. So when you are handholding together with the right people in the right time, in the right team, definitely your winning strategies come to your nearby place. So that is the way I learn and explore. There are plus and minus in my way of living life. It is always making us to learn from failures, to learn from mistakes, to learn from some kind of uh, pull down courses. So we have to find it out how to improve the kind of things. So we have to upgrade our knowledge, understand the betterment or improving the strategy. So it is all the collective response in the community. So I am now moving on with the community kind of strategy. That is the way I'm not alone, but I am also one of the part of the community and involved with so many activities, not only for the business, but also for the social enterprise or social well-being kind of aspects.
Thank you very much. You have rightly said that it is holding the hand of the right kind of people. That's very, very important. But in life, we always don't find like-minded people. There are different types of people. Some of them like our endeavors, while others always criticize. So when you are facing such situation, when people criticize your efforts, your style, your strategies, how do you deal with the criticism?
And there are people always we cannot able to expect all minds are thinking alike because always I'm telling two minds may not think alike. So it is the way we have a lot of conflicts, we have a lot of controversial things, but how do we able to compromise and improve the understanding better on each other? How do we able to discuss by way of better communication, by way of understanding each other? And giving up certain time we have to make the giving up kind of strategy, so that way only we can able to do the collective things work for us. Our expectation may be different, their expectations may be different. With this kind of difference of opinion, conflicts nature, how do you able to explore your progress, how do you able to handle with the right relationship together with the other people who are having the controversial or conflicted things. So that is the way we have to live better and live better. That is the ideology I can share. Already I mentioned the same thing. We cannot expect the yes from everyone. Sometimes also no. So we have to live in between the yes and no answers.
Yes, that's really great that we should know where to use yes and where to use no. So if you measure your success as a leader, where do you find yourself? Is it like at satisfactory level, or you are highly proud of yourself as leader, or still you think that you have to go a long way?
Still, I am making myself as a learner. I'm not learned and evolved. Still, it is the continuous learning kind of things, learn, unlearn, relearn kind of strategies. So everywhere we have to compromise, we have to learn some new things, and we have to unlearn ourselves. What we fixed in our mindset, who I am, what I am, where I am, how I am. But we need to replenish. We have to reform, we have to re-strategize. The renewal and the resilience are the greatest strength of the leadership quality. So wherever you go, just keep in your mind you are a learner and you are getting some kind of new aspirations like renewing yourself and resilience. That is also because we have a lot of struggles, we have a lot of difficulties in our lifetime. Just the pandemic also taught very new things for the people in the world. So that is the way we have to learn and improve. That is the good quality of leadership. So I'm also learning that kind of aspects. It is not fixed framework. We cannot able to fix the framework of success formula. It is the kind of continuous and sustaining improvement. That is the way only we can able to see the way of progress in our life.
Thank you very much. And you are still a learner. That's really great to know. If we stop learning, then naturally we stop growing. When we continue grow, then naturally we have to continue learning. So how do you manage the team? Like, what is your strategy of building a team? And then if the team members are performing and they are showing achievements, they are giving the achievements, how do you acknowledge their achievements?
Always I I'm mentioning this one particular thing. There are conflicts and there are misunderstanding for the people about the leader who are leading with the leadership attitude, and the boss who are behaving like commanding and demanding situation. So we have to take certain kind of role when you wanted to command and demand. You have to showcase the boss attitude because those people may not follow the leader because their maturity, their conditions may not suit for that. So that time you have to behave like a boss to command and demand. But those people who are having the maturity, they can better understand about your nature of expectations, and they are very much interested to support your dreams to get realized. At that time, you have to behave like a leader. Leadership is the inclusive kind of mentality. Boss is the exclusive kind of mentality. But wherever, whenever it is required, we have to showcase our face value in that kind of condition. That is very, very important. And the people may not understand properly. Sometimes they behave in improper way. That is the way they are getting failure. So I am also learning that kind of approach where I can able to showcase my values in the respective place, whether it is supporting for the leadership quality and getting the people to align together with my capacity and making me to transform together with the team for getting great success and achievements.
Thank you very much. It seems that you are a great team leader, a great team builder. Now, there are occasions when there are conflicts, and you already said that you are a master of resolving the conflicts. So, in this way, when we have know about you, about your achievements, about your style, about your strategies, at this moment, I would like to know that which type of leadership or which type of style of leadership you adopt in your life, where you are mostly inclined towards which type of leadership.
Yeah, that is also a wonderful question. There are so many leaders. There are social leaders, spiritual leaders, community leaders, entrepreneurial leaders, technopreneur leaders, political leaders, professional leaders. There are so many ways. But myself, I could able to see the value of leadership from Mahatma Gandhi, one of the best leadership quality we can learn from him through the one word, ahimsa. That way, he wanted to fight for the freedom without having any weapon, without shedding of some blood and other things. So, the way of struggle, the way of making the people to follow him, that is very, very important. When you are a leader, you must need to provide the strength of believing on your things and following on your pattern and making them to achieve the success together. So that is the way he has proved the way of fighting and getting the freedom for the entire Indian nation. So I wanted to mention how do you able to strategize, make yourself to be presentable and to be believable and to be followable. That is the greater things. So whatever the way your strategy, whatever the way you are leading the life, but you need to make the people to hand hold together with your ambitions to work together and formulate the team as a coordinated way, a better way to lead in the community. So a community can formulate in different way, but the condition is going to achieve the greater goal of socializing or helping and caring and sharing kind of way. So that is the very important goal. I'm planning for that. As I already mentioned, it is a learning strategy. When you are learning and improving, definitely you can able to see the progress and the expected results on your ways.
Thank you very much. Even Gandhiji is my role model, and I always follow his principles in my life. I try to follow. Of course, I cannot completely follow him because he was such a great personality. You know, the one thing that was very unique to him is that he was selfless, and he has never done anything for himself or for his family or for his relatives. So this type of selflessness always makes a person the great leader. This is the quality I always admire in the leaders. So thank you very much, Dr. Ram, for being with us. Now, before we conclude our session, I would request you to kindly give your advices, or I must say suggestions, to your fellow leaders.
Definitely. Thank you for having me for this wonderful sharing session. It is always a kind of way. We wanted to help the people. We wanted to take care for them to transform when they are struggling to overcome the challenges. So that is the way I am looking for the people who can able to support for the underprivileged community or the needy people. How do they able to fill up the gap, overcome the challenge? So we are here. We can help each other to support for the needy people, the needy community, to lift up their life and transform to their career aspects or better living conditions. And then one more better thing is when you are offering something to them, the way values. It's not the way only the money can solve everything, but the values, innumerable ways we can able to mention. So the needy people, the requirement is very diversified. We can help them for catch up all those things, how to make them to transform very stronger and very comfortable for their life to lead and get the better way of success in their life ambitions. So that is the one thing. But now we are strategizing one new formula: the youngsters, middle-aged people, and old-age people, how to populate together for the better living capacity. That is the important one. These words I wanted to conclude myself. We are led by this Sadia is leading the platform and they bring the value open ecosystem where the leadership quality people can come and handhold together and help each other for doing the great things for transforming the society and the community in our place as well as the world. The people are looking for those helping hands. So if we are stretching our hands, definitely it would create the new world for the empowerment kind of support for those who are in need of. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ram, for being with us and for such valuable insights about your own leadership. Of course, it's going to enlighten the path of many, many aspiring leaders or those who are struggling as a leader in their lives. So thank you very much, Dr. Ram. And
Thank you so much.
JAHAN-E is grateful with your presence. And yes, guys over there who are watching this program, if you want to be benefited by Dr. Ram's insight even furthermore, then join our leadership course that is going to start from 5th of May and it will continue till 5th June. So see you all there on 5th May in our leadership challenge. Dr. Ram is going to be there as a guest appearance on every Saturday. So 4th Saturday, you are going to be benefited by Dr. Ram's presence, his insights, his valuable thoughts, and his contributions and achievements as leaders. See you all there. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you, Dr. Ram.